Hey there everyone, this is Rick Bosley with the Bosley team for our monthly video email hello of Getting Personal with the Bosley team. What's crazy is we're going to do this every month. It's the last Friday of the month right now. And just 1 month ago, we were talking about the Olympics coming up. We were talking about our business trip to Dallas, our future trip to Breckenridge, and all the normalcy in life. And now we are 30 days ahead. And the world has changed. I know this is the first time there's been such an impact globally, right? We've had hurricanes and other places have had tornadoes and earthquakes and fires. It's been an isolated challenge, yet as a whole, as a world, we're coming together for the coronavirus. So first and foremost, I pray and I trust that everyone in your household is safe and able to at least social distance yourself enough in quarantine. We've picked up some good habits through this of washing our hands and understanding germs at a higher level, understanding contamination. So there are some good things with this. Knowing how much has changed in the world, and yet life goes on. Right? We still have 3 kiddos at home. Our Bradley's our 4-year-old, Jack's our 3, and Christopher's our 1-year-old. And thank goodness Leslie's mom is about an hour away, and she was able to come quarantine with us. So they just really enjoyed their time home from school. Every morning they wake up and said, "Is it a school day?" And we said, "No, buddy, the world's still trying to get healthy." And yay, so school day. So it's interesting because, as a kid, I lived in Chicago for 5 years, and everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, it must have been cold up there. How did you like Chicago?" And my response was, well, I was 5 years old to 9 years old, so I loved the snow because all I got to do was play in the snow. I didn't have to worry about shoveling the sidewalks in the driveway or getting out there and shaving ice off the windshield. So as we think about what our perspective of spring 2020 will bring versus our kids' perspective of 2020, I bet it's going to be very interesting. And I know that we're having some pretty cool memories. I would love to hear from you guys. What are some things that, in hindsight, you're going to think about the spring coronavirus of 2020 of things that were because of the virus or because of the quarantine or maybe not. So for us, we got some pets and some pet tortoises. So we live on 3.5 acres. Here's a picture of our yard, and it's we love it out there. It's very rural, and we've got cows that come walk through the back, and deer walk through, and we've got the bird feeder, and now we've got some tortoises. Well, right now, take a look at the picture. You can see they're pretty tiny. And when you've got tiny tortoises, they're about 6 months old right now, and they're just fun little animals, and they actually grow to be utmost of 100 pounds to 70 to 80 years. So we very much made a lifelong commitment. Yeah, we got 3 of them. We've got 3 boys, and on the way to pick them up over in Plant City, we listened to Finding Nemo. Thought it'd be a fun thing to do. And as soon as we were at the sea turtle spot is when Bradley blurted out some names, and the names have stuck. So our names for our tortoises are Jellyman, Dude, and Squirt, after the turtles in the movie there. So there we go. They're part of our family. And then this morning we had a lot of fun. We played some Mousetrap. And it's funny because Mousetrap is what I played as a kid, and I remember it being this big, let the marble go down to the mouse, and then we do it. It is still pretty cool, still exciting. The first time we played with our kids. Here's a clip of him clipping me with a mouse here this morning. Tell me, what are you doing?
I'm getting Daddy's mouse on the mouse trap.
Well, let's see it. Try it again.
Uh-oh.
Ah, what happened?
I got Daddy's mouse.
So those are just some fun things and letting you into our world a little bit. Leslie and I are both very much working. It's deemed essential business, and of course we're doing it with caution. She works as the parent educator at Advent Health in the women's tower, so where there's babies being delivered and lactation and everything else. So of course that's not going to wait for anything. So baby's got to be born. So they're very much hands-on, and she's working from home most days doing different webinars and conference calls. And I'm able to do real estate very much virtual. In fact, just this week, we had a great week. We had a closing from a family that came down from Vancouver, Washington, and they've been living in a hotel for a couple of weeks, and we were very worried that we were going to be on lockdown. They were going to stay in a hotel indefinitely. So prayers were answered. They were able to close yesterday, which is awesome. They've got their family now in a brand new home construction in Lennar. So that was able to happen. We have a new listing that we're taking. It should be on the market here this afternoon. And it was a virtual call, and she lives up in Pensacola. It was a rental, and now it's going to be a short sale. So a great opportunity, and you can see I'll put the link for that if I send this out when that's up. And then we have another house that we put under contract. So we got a call. We've been staying in touch with this family who we met actually in an open house last August. Been staying in touch. They had a baby, their fourth child, in December. So he's 3 months old, and we went to look at houses, and we just had the antibacterial ready for us. Only looked at vacant homes. That's ones they were interested in anyway. We're able to put in an offer. So real estate is very much alive. We're just changing the way in which we're doing it. And I think, strangely enough, because I've always been kind of infatuated with the video and technology aspect, I'm actually pretty well equipped to handle the virtual distance or social distancing of real estate. And on the other hand, we've had some clients postpone and push it. We had for a long time coming a family from Philadelphia coming down and a family from New Orleans coming down. They were ready to buy the house, and then guess what? They're not going to come down from Philadelphia or New Orleans anymore. It's just not going to happen for them. So those are on hold, and life's just kind of been a little bit of this, a little bit of that. What I encourage you and challenge you to do right now is think about the positives that have come from this. For us, it has been some great quality time with family and the kids. So when I'm home, I can just pop out, give them a hug. I was teaching some Zoom classes, teaching some agents some classes, and Bradley or Jack would come in, so I'd pick them up on my shoulder, and they get to say hello to the whole Zoom class. So just a lot of fun. Maybe you've been getting caught up with some neglected house projects. For us, the tortoises was one that we've been thinking about doing for a while, planting some different pots and getting painting some tables, and we did a before and after of some patio furniture, kind of our DIY. So yeah, I would love to hear from you guys, whether just a direct reply or comment if you're seeing this on social media, of going, what are some special things that have happened in your life to your family that when your kids are older, they're going to think about fondly? Or even next year when you're thinking back on this time, that's such uncertainty and scariness, is that a word? Uncertainty in our world, that you can actually pull out the fondness of it. So I encourage you to do that and stay strong, stay healthy. If there's anything we can do for you, please let me know. And if you're getting this and you're important enough to me that I wanted to share with you something is happening, and hopefully put a smile on your face and make it a great day. And hopefully we'll get through this, and we'll all be healthier and faster and stronger, and the small business owners can recover quickly, and we'll get back to normal with better habits. All right, everyone. Take care. This is Rick from the Bosley team with your March Getting Personal check-in. Take care.